We're with Phillip from Lookout, who's got this awesome system. Phillip, tell us about it.
So we are a full AI camera system for boats. And not only does it have a 4-color daytime camera, it has a full-color night vision camera. And hidden behind here, we have a 360-degree camera. So as you can see, we're able to pan around in a full circle, look down alongside the boat thanks to this camera. We can see everything at night, we can see everything during the day, but the real party trick is, as you can see here, we pull in all of the other information from the NEMA network. So any AIS signatures, you're gonna get a time to closing on the boat, every bit of information about it. Not only is it going to be able to detect buoys, other boats, anything in the water, deadhead logs, semi-submerged shipping containers, anything breaking the surface of the water, we're able to detect it. Buoys, we make it foolproof. We load in all of the buoys across the country, across the world, give you the number of them, tell you how far away it is, more importantly, just what side of it to be on, because as you go into different parts of the world, the channel markers can be a little bit different. Yeah. And so we just say, here's where to go. Make it easy. So it's pretty exciting stuff. All of the image detection, as you can see here, we're able to identify even something like this whale. You're able to pick that up, which in different parts of the world, being able to see a whale and not hit it is quite important. Yeah. We've actually just deployed a unit this week in Antarctica on a gentleman's sailboat who's, I don't know why, but he's choosing to stay down there basically year-round. So icebergs and whales are a big problem for him. So
I believe you can even help us with docking.
Absolutely. So
like
thanks.
On my car?
Absolutely. So as you can see here on the 360 camera also functions as a backup camera, so to speak, and we give you these lines to be able to follow to back into a slip. And also, more importantly, if you're coming alongside, thanks to the 360-degree camera, you can literally look down the side of the boat as you're approaching to gauge how much distance you have. And you can do that remotely too. So the brain also broadcasts its own Wi-Fi signal. So natively, this plugs into your MFD or whatever Chartplotter you already have. As long as it's got an HDMI and USB-C for touch, it'll work. But additionally, you can stream the feed from this to any iPad, watch, phone, whatever. So you're down in the galley off watch, you can still see exactly what's going on around the boat. And, also in a docking scenario, if someone wants a better view of it from above, they can just be looking at that.
So this will overlay on our chart?
Yes.
So something our chart picks up, it will then give us more information? Does it work that way?
This will be a separate view. So when you're in your MFD, your different video sources, this would be a separate one. Okay. So if you have two MFDs, using a chart plotter and Lookout is a wonderful combination. But we are sort of in that hectic moment of coming into a harbor, being in a marina where you want to make sure you're not hitting anything, but you don't necessarily need the chart plotter. This is a good place for us to step in when things are quite busy. Also in the open ocean, when you don't really need to worry about navigational aids, that you just don't want to hit a shipping container, that's where we come in.
Yeah. So what we find sometimes when we see something up on the water, what is that something ahead?
Yep.
We're not quite sure what is. This is where it's going to help.
This is where it's going to help. It's going to let you know, is it a boat or is it not a boat? Yeah. But regardless, it's going to say there is something there. Yeah. Please don't hit that.
And how far away it is.
How far away it is if it has an AIS signature. Okay. If it does not have an AIS signature, the alert gets larger and larger and larger the closer you get to it. Okay. Hopefully by the time you can see it clearly, you won't hit it.
Where do we mount it?
So a lot of people on sailboats instinctively want to mount this on a spreader, but the problem with that is you lose half of the field of view at any given time. This needs to go as high as you can on the mast, which is also why we've installed this 360-degree, 3 nautical mile white light. So this can now become your anchor light. The daytime camera, 4K camera can see everything. The nighttime camera can see everything. And because you're mounted on a mast, you get a fantastic overhead view of everything. And then we also do, as you can see here, a synthetic overhead view where we pull in all of this data and it almost looks like you're flying a drone. But it's actually all of the data. So you have the channel markers, AIS signatures, shallow outlines, speed and depth, everything all in one spot. And we can even make this boat look exactly like yours with the 3D rendering. So.
Fantastic. Who's the normal market? Who buys them?
So we have an expression, go fast and go far. So a lot of the center console market where they're going fast and they want to make sure they're not going to hit anything, and a lot of folks on expedition. So expedition trawlers, sailboats, like I said, we've got a guy in Antarctica that just purchased one. You know, when the stakes are high, basically that's the person who's using this, or the person that just wants a more comfortable, stress-free boating experience.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Can you give us an idea of price?
Yes, so our pricing is right in the middle of the market. So if you want just a normal color camera, those are a couple $100s. If you want a night vision camera that doesn't do any tips or tricks, you're getting into the low thousands at that point.
Yep.
If you want a FLIR that's comparable to this, it's almost double the price.
Yep.
So we sit right in the middle of all of that at 14,000 US, and that gives you everything, and nobody else is doing this data fusion, showing you everything on one screen. Nobody else has the 360-degree option. Some of the other folks out there that are doing roughly similar image recognition to us, it's only forward-looking and none of this other information, so we're priced right in the middle.
Well, I think as you said before, if we can avoid hitting one thing, we've made our money back.
Yep, it's paid for itself. One prop shaft and you're good.
Your 15 grand gone.
Yeah, and you're alive and you get home safe. So there's a price on that too.
Yeah.
So yes, absolutely. So we won the 2025 Innovation Award at IBEX this year. It was some pretty stiff competition, but fortunately our algorithm was able to stand on its own and really impress everybody. So
it's a great prize.
We're an MIT-based startup out of Boston, Massachusetts, and so we've got some very big brains working on this, and we've come up with some really cool stuff, and we're really happy to be helping people.
It just solves so much. When we're sitting there's only the two of us. Yeah. We're relying on each other.
Yep.
One of them's sleeping when the other's on watch. They have full responsibility and be aware of everything around at night time. We can't see anything.
Yep. So many things in the boating world want to take it further to make it more intense, more expertise driven, more everything. This makes everything just simple. This is just glanceable. You can look at the screen and see exactly what's going on. And if you don't necessarily have that much experience with this, it's pretty intuitive to be able to take control of a vessel and get to safety.
Yeah, without a lot of skill. Excellent product.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it.